Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name is Bob Walden and welcome to another inbox review video where we have today the Focke Fw190 D-9 by Tamiya in a nice 1/72 scale. As you can see, as always, nice bit of nice box art. We've got some different markings that we can do on here. I don't know if there's two or more, but we'll see. Showing you kind of paints that we can use as well as some sort of pictures and all that kind of good stuff. If you want to pause the camera, you'll be able to see like things like the product number if you want to Google that. But let's open this up. Well, first off, right, we are sort of nicely packaged and everything. We'll get the instructions out later. Right, so opening this up, this kit is a brand spanking, no, not a brand spanking, was new tooled in the year 2000. So yeah, it's about 20 years old, but it is by Tamiya, so they normally kind of last the test of time. First off, we have this really one plastic sprue and a canopy sprue, and basically we're all done. Nice little quick easy build to do, and priced at £12.99. right, it's really nice and cheap, and as always it's available in the Genesis model store. So looking at this, well, first off, you know, we do have that nice typical Tamiya, nice crisp recessed panel line detail. As it folds over the 90-degree angle, it doesn't fade, right? We do have, you know, recess rivets as well, and all sorts of nice detail there, even some sort of, you know, sort of raised rivets where they're due. The bottom part of the wing section will show off our surface detail a little bit more, and as you can see inside the wheel well, we have quite a nice bit of detail also within there. Maybe the side of the walls, I mean, maybe not so much there, but still quite a bit in there for its scale. Looking at the top part of the wing section, again just showing off a little bit more of that lovely panel line work, right? And then we can move along and we can sort of see, you know, things like our wheel well doors, again nice detail with them. The engine cowl, I mean, it's not really showing really much detail within there, right? Flash wise, I mean, it's very moderate. It's hardly noticeable, really not a big deal. You know, the landing gear isn't showing any sort of nasty flash with that. We've got some nice treads on our wheels as well as detail. Right, if we flip this over, we can have a look and see, you know, what kind of ejector pin marks and stuff we've got. The cockpit tub, right, there is a bit of detail within there, as you can see. Really good for its scale. Just trying to find the instrument display panel. There it is. As you can see, we have some nice detail in there as well. So I mean, so far, you know, for its scale, really nice high detail, and you wouldn't think that the kit was 20 years old. Our canopy, as always, you know, are probably going to be really nice from Tamiya. Just lifting up to the light, I mean, yeah, nice and crystal clear. We don't have any sort of cobweb sort of crack effects that we've got on with that. As you can see, nice and clear, nice bit of detail. Should be a nice canopy. And then we've got these poly caps as well, probably going to be for the propeller, but we'll check out the instructions. Then we have our decals or decals, right? They are by Tamiya, so micro cell and set don't quite cut it. You're probably going to go to the Mr. Mark range for the your decaling solutions. It has got sort of like a nice matte finish, but no big deal. Nicely in registry, the colours look good, and hopefully you agree those should be quite nice. I do find Tamiya decals a little bit thicker, which is why you have to go with the Mr. Mark range of decaling solutions, which can be a little bit tricky. You kind of maybe sort of intermediate modeler to get them going down nicely. So then we come to our instructions, which we'll quickly go through. I'll just get them out. As always, we have a nice little description of the aircraft itself, little picture, black and white. As always, we're folding out, not my preferred preference, but still. Starting off with the wing section, strangely, You know, if you want to do it in that order, it's up to you. Then we have the cockpit, bringing the two fuselage halves together. Nothing major, nothing really going on here. Wing sections of the fuselage, doing all your landing gear. Doesn't show if you can have the landing gear closed, but you know, you should be able to. I say should. Maybe a bit of modifications there. Fuel tanks, propellers. Haven't seen that poly cap yet. Oh yeah, as I thought, it's for our actual propellers just there. And you're pretty much done. Really nice, simple, easy build. And we have, by the looks of it, 2 sets of markings, as you saw on the side of the box. So all in all, you know, it's a really cheap, quick and easy, fun build to do with, you know, bags of detail that you could pretty much say it was almost a new tool. You know, what is not to like or to grumble about with this kit? If you're definitely a fan of 1/72 scale, I would recommend this one. I wouldn't mind building some 1/72 scale. I don't really concentrate on 1/72 scale in all honesty. My preferred is 1/48, but I know a lot of you guys would like to see me do some step-by-steps or something with 1/72 scale. You know, so I've been sort of messing about, and you know, might see one in the future. But yeah, all in all, definitely a big thumbs up and highly recommended. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. But as always, until next time, my name is Bobby Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I'll catch you in the next video.